The Golden State Warriors season, turbulent and unpredictable, may finally be approaching a turning point. And it all revolves around one man, Stephen Curry. For the first time since his quadriceps injury on November 26 against the Houston Rockets, head coach Steve Kerr has publicly opened the door to a comeback, one that could reshape the Warriors' momentum at a critical moment. Before we go deeper into this developing story, if you enjoy detailed, high-impact breakdowns like this, hit the like button right now, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. Your support is what keeps these deep dive videos coming, and trust me, you won't want to miss what happens next in this unfolding drama. According to The Athletic's Anthony Slater, Kerr told reporters on Saturday that a one-week return for Curry is realistic. The earliest possible comeback date? Friday, December 12th, at home against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And for a Warriors team sitting at 12-12, fighting to stay above water in a stacked Western Conference, that date couldn't come soon enough. Curry has missed 8 of the team's first 24 games and remains the franchise's offensive engine, averaging 27.9 points with elite shooting efficiency, 39.1% from deep on 12 attempts per game. Without him, Golden State has struggled with consistency, ball movement, and late-game creation. But even in his absence, a surprising surge has kept the Warriors alive. During their recent East Coast trip, Golden State was embarrassed by Philadelphia, then snapped back with a strong win over the Cleveland Cavaliers. But the real statement came on Sunday in Chicago. With Curry still sidelined, the Warriors demolished the Bulls 123-91 in one of their cleanest performances of the season. Brandin Podziemski was the heartbeat of that victory. Off the bench, he delivered a stunning 21-point performance, adding 7 assists and 8 rebounds, while hitting 5 threes. His poise, aggression, and maturity have started to shift the internal dynamics of Golden State's rotation. Kerr trusted him with extended minutes, and Podziemski responded like a veteran. The Warriors also welcomed back Jimmy Butler, who returned after missing 2 games due to a knee injury. Butler's presence transformed the team's physicality and defensive structure. He logged 19 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds in a smooth, disciplined outing that reminded everyone why the Warriors wanted him in their system to begin with. Pat Spencer kept up his strong stretch as well, scoring in double digits for the 4th straight game. Filling in for Curry, he contributed 12 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds in a balanced performance that helped stabilize the backcourt. Golden State set the tone early, outscoring Chicago 38-25 in the first quarter, fueled by Quinton Post's 3 triples that immediately broke open the game. Dominance, discipline, and intensity, 3 elements the Warriors desperately needed to rediscover, were finally back on display. And now, with 2 straight victories, the Warriors returned to San Francisco with a winning record, 13-12, and 4 full days of rest before hosting the Timberwolves. Behind the scenes, optimism is quietly rising. The team believes Curry is close. The coaching staff sees the energy shifting. And the players know the next chapter could define their season. Curry's return isn't just a timeline. It's a countdown, a lifeline, and a reminder that Golden State's hopes still run through one of the greatest players the game has ever seen. Inside the Golden State Warriors organization, the expectation surrounding Stephen Curry's imminent return has created a surge of energy that goes far beyond on-court production. Privately, team officials acknowledge that the next 2 weeks may define whether this group stabilizes as a playoff contender or slides into another season of chasing momentum. And Curry's recovery has become the central hinge of that storyline. Sources inside the locker room reveal that players and staff felt a collective shift during the team's successful road swing, especially after the dominant win against the Bulls. The victory didn't simply relieve pressure. It demonstrated that the Warriors could generate structure, rhythm, and competitiveness even without their superstar. This internal confidence is shaping the atmosphere heading into Curry's expected comeback. A significant factor in this mini-revival has been the emergence of Brandin Podziemski. The 21-year-old guard has quietly, and now more publicly, forced his way into the core of Steve Kerr's rotation. His efficiency in Chicago, combined with his dual playmaking and off-ball intelligence, has impressed the coaching staff on a level that suggests long-term trust. Analysts around the team believe Podziemski's rise is redefining Golden State's identity, a bridge between their aging core and a younger, more dynamic version of the Warriors' style. Even more impactful has been the unexpected steadiness from Jimmy Butler. His return from knee soreness couldn't have come at a better time. Internally, the Warriors see Butler as a stabilizer, someone capable of absorbing defensive assignments, balancing offensive possessions, and maintaining composure in tense stretches. While his numbers against Chicago weren't explosive, his influence on rotations and tempo was immediate. Coaches privately admit that Butler's presence gives the team a margin of error they haven't had in weeks and will be essential as they navigate December's schedule. With Curry nearing full clearance, the organization faces a new challenge: reintegrating its offensive engine without disrupting the chemistry that has emerged in his absence. Kerr and his staff view this as a tactical balancing act. The system naturally shifts when Curry is on the floor. Spacing expands, pace increases, and defensive attention reorganizes. But with Podziemski's growth and Butler's role solidifying, Golden State is planning a more fluid and less Curry-dependent structure as they enter the season's middle third. The urgency behind these adjustments is obvious. At 13-12, the Warriors remain on the edge of the playoff picture, and internally they are fully aware that the Western Conference will not wait for them to figure things out. An extended stretch without Curry could have been catastrophic. Instead, the team survived, and in doing so they uncovered new layers of their roster. The question now is how this discovery phase impacts the franchise's long-term outlook. There is a growing belief within the organization that Podziemski could be a foundational piece for the post-Curry era, while Butler's leadership offers a short-term bridge that stabilizes the team's competitive window. But none of these elements diminish Curry's importance. His return doesn't simply elevate the team, it resets expectations. If Golden State capitalizes on this moment, this week may later be remembered as the turning point of their season. But if they collapse under the pressure of reintegration, roles, and expectations, the questions surrounding their future will grow deeper, louder, and harder to ignore.